Let's get moving and our heart rate up with this great 10-minute workout that uses minimal space. But before we begin, I want to make sure you know how to measure your intensity. You can use either a scale of 1 to 10 or the talk test. On our scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least amount of energy that you could be expending, say, feeling like you're sitting on a couch reading a book, and 10 being at the other end of the spectrum, maybe you're working so hard you can't possibly continue, I want you to find yourself at around a 6, a 7, or an 8. Now, using the talk test, we would suggest that means you can say a few words, you can talk a little bit, but I don't want it to be so easy that you could sing a song. I hope that makes sense. Now, you're going to want to continue doing each of these exercises that I'm about to show you for about 1 minute and 20 seconds to make up a full 10-minute workout. Of course, you can go a little bit longer to extend the length of the workout, or if you're really short for time, shorten it up and do them for less than that. Have fun. Let's begin by marching in place. Now, I want you to find a pace and a knee height that's comfortable for you. Of course, as you're starting out, you might want to use this as your warm-up, so going a little slower and not raising your knee up quite as high. Throughout the exercise, keep your chest up, your core engaged, and have fun. Our next exercise is the standing cross jack. Let's begin with the low impact option. Feet hip width apart, chest up, core engaged, arms out to the side. You're going to bring 1 foot forward while also bringing your arms together. Alternate feet. I want you to keep a slight bend in your knees and your hips throughout. You can speed up or slow down to increase or decrease the intensity. Now, if you want to increase the intensity even more, you can add a jump to this exercise. Bring your feet more than hip width apart. Again, arms out to the side and a little bit of a bend in the knee. And bring those legs to midline while bringing your arms in. As your legs go out, your arms go out, alternating that front foot. Remember, all the way through, you're going to want to stay soft through your knees while keeping your core engaged and your head and chest up. Stepping is a great way to get your heart rate up. We're going to do a stepping exercise here, and we're going to add in some bicep curls just to make it a little bit more challenging. Let's begin by taking a forward step and a backward step. Forward and backward. It should be a size of a step that's comfortable for you and that you can maintain for the duration that you've decided upon. Then when you're ready, I want you to add some bicep curls with each step. There you go. Get them in sync with each other. And when you're ready, you can change lead feet. Stepping with the opposite foot than you started makes it a little bit more mentally challenging, as well as gives us the opportunity to practice leading with each foot. Continue on for the duration that you've decided upon, and have fun stepping. As any boxer knows, upper body work and core work can get the heart rate up as much as anything else. So let's do some jabs with a little bit of a cross. I want you to start by slightly bending your knees and your hips and tightening up your core. Next up, bring your hands right up by your chin and get ready to throw a punch right in front of you. Returning your hand back to that starting position as we jab and jab and jab. I want you to do this in a controlled way, but also in a way that really engages your upper body. Uses a little bit of force and a little bit of quickness. Keep it up. If you want to, you can add a little bit of a leg motion here to increase the intensity. Skaters are a great lateral exercise that are guaranteed to get your heart rate up. We're gonna start with the low impact option. Stepping to the side, bringing our trailing leg in, and again, stepping to the side. I want you to keep your chest up, your core engaged, your hips pushed slightly back, and a slight bend in your knees. Now, the lower you go, the more you start to feel it in your legs and glutes. Of course, to increase the intensity, you can go a little faster, but you can also add a hop in here or a leap. Now, this makes it a more high impact activity, so watch those knees if knee pain is an issue for you. Still keeping that chest up, still keeping those hips back, and your back nice and straight. Now, if you're ready to go even more high intensity, you can begin to cross that back leg and reach toward the ground, still maintaining good positioning throughout. Push through those legs and those hips. Keep it up. Our next exercise is the standing crunch. I want you to begin with your feet hip width apart, nice, tall, engaged core, head up, chest up, and I also want you to bring your arms overhead. Now, you're gonna shift your weight onto one leg while bringing one knee up, bringing your arms down, and giving me just a little bit of a crunch here, tightening up again through the core throughout the motion. We're gonna alternate legs as we continue on. Tighten up, bring those arms down, making sure to maintain good form, and making sure not to get sloppy or let momentum take over.